Hello everybody, Stockmaster Talk here with GoldMedalPennyStocks.com, and tonight we're taking a look at PSID, that's the Positive ID Corporation. They're an emerging growth company, also developing biodetection systems for the government. So it's a very complex, very broad, very experienced company here that we're going to be taking a look at. I'm very excited to show you these stock charts and some of the recent developments that the company has been doing. So thank you all for joining me, and let's get started right now. Our last trading day was August 4th, that was on Monday. We saw a previous close at 0.0486, and we closed up last at 0.0403. That was a decrease of 17.08% on a volume of 2,771,759 shares. We did see a low of 0.0400, so there was potential for a little bit of gain there. If you caught it at the bottom, you're in good shape. If you caught it by the end of the day, you're even better shape, but don't worry, there's still a lot more coming. So let's get started. Our 14-day RSI is at 38.64. You can see that we are coming down off of that negative 17 that we saw today. This was some very dramatic movement that we saw, which I don't think is horribly bad, since we do have this movement that has been continuing on for some time now, where we'll go up and then down, etc., etc. But we have been making higher lows here on our 14-day RSI. This is something you want to keep your eyes on. These higher lows, you know, they're definitions of an uptrend. So PSID, while it did go down 17% today, is still on track for a big move up anytime now. And, you know, we could see something really exciting happen. If we cross over this 50 on our next move up, which is very likely, we could see this bounce into that that buy region there. That's between 70 and 50 is where we really ideally want to trade. So within, you know, just one day, even maybe 2 days, we could see PSID's RSI trading within that perfect region between 70 and 50. Down here on our daily charts, you can see that we are coming down as well. We did come down and touch this bottom Bollinger Band. However, it is interesting to know that touching that bottom Bollinger Band is, you know, kind of the way it works. You touch that, you bounce off. It's happened here in the past, and I expect it to happen again soon. It's most important that we did not close underneath that Bollinger Band. We did use it as support, and hopefully we'll continue to bounce off of it tomorrow. I think it's entirely likely, considering all this volume that we saw today. And, you know, their daily charts overall are looking pretty exciting to me. You can see that we do have that strong support there on that bottom Bollinger Band, and it shouldn't be too hard to break. The resistance that we're struggling with right now, it is that 13-day moving average at the moment, is about 0.046. I mean, that right there is going to be acting as our resistance line right now. Recovering after that, you know, after today's movement off of that negative 17, bouncing above that resistance line, it's going to move our resistance up to that 26-day EMA. That's that green line right there. That's also shouldn't be too big of a problem. You can see that we bounced through that the last time without any issue. Hopefully, with all this, you know, accumulation that has been changing, it's been switching hands. Hopefully, we got some more strong investors here, and the way that all of our other indicators are looking, I think that's entirely likely. Moving on down to our MACD, you can see that we are touching our signal line here. Now, if we bounce off tomorrow, like I'm expecting us to, we should also bounce off of this MACD line and continue to move up towards that center line, or that zero line rather, and stay positive above our signal line here. That's always a good thing to see. That's a very bullish indicator, and coming down and touching this before moving up, it's always a good thing to see. If that happens, we'll also have that same occurrence where we are making these higher lows. Definition uptrend. This MACD is gaining strength, even though that it may not look like it at the very top of this chart. But keep in mind that this is, you know, this is a very good-looking chart here. It looks like we have reached bottoms on a lot of these indicators and should bounce off big and strong here. The Trix line is looking good in my opinion. That's the 15-day Trix still moving up here. We are above our signal line. That's a bullish indicator. We're not too far off from that zero line. Crossing above that would also be another strong indication that we are going to be moving up soon. 30-day Trix here. I'm pretty excited about this one. If you're more of a long-term trader, PSID is primed to move perfectly over the next couple weeks. The 30-day Trix here is pinched with its signal line, and we should be crossing over this anytime now if we haven't already. Keep your eyes on that one. Slow stochastics coming down. As much as everything else is indicating that we're going to be bouncing up soon, I think that our slow stochastics is going to be doing something very similar, and that would also indicate that we are making this the similar thing again, where we are seeing these higher lows, that making that uptrend, that, you know, that growth that we're seeing there. Slow stochastics looking good. CCI is also doing pretty much the same thing. We are underneath here. We are at that negative 124.88, but we're not staying under there very long when we do go down. And with all these other indicators showing some serious strength, I think that the CCI is going to make a big bounce as well. Stochastic RSI also looking great. We are within the buy region right now if you take a look at our 14-day moving averages. Now, the stochastic RSI moves so violently that it's also it's a little hard to read those independently. So that stochastic RSI we like to average out there with a 14-day moving average. It's that blue line right there, and that is perfectly placed right now. It's at 0.63, between that 0.8 and 0.5. Great place to be. I'm loving this a lot. Now, this checking money flow, which is next on our list, we did dip underneath that 0. That makes me think that we saw some, some people getting rid of shares today or on that negative 17% day. Now, if those shares were, liquidated like that, we should see them switch over to some very strong hands, and this will recover very quickly. Now, this checking money flow doesn't like to stay underneath very long. You can see it doesn't go down very far, and we do kind of bounce up and up above that 0 line on occasion, and we have been up there quite some time. So we're not going to want to stay down here very long, and with volume changing hands like that, I think that PSID's checking money flow will bounce very well, very, very likely as well. So ADX line looking good, is not too bad. We are still showing an uptrend. We are that positive DI is above our negative DI. They are converging though. No surprise, we did see a negative 17% day, but this is the bottom. This looks like we have hit the bottom on a lot of these indicators. If they haven't already started to bounce, they're indicating that they could bounce anytime, and the same thing goes for this ADX. PVO doing very well, bounced above its signal line and the 0 line at the same time. Now, this is a big red flag for me. This is telling me that we are going to see a bounce on a lot of these indicators. This PVO is doing it already, so that's always a good thing to see. Money flow index 14 is at 48.83, making these higher lows all the way through this chart, like I've been saying before. Very exciting thing to see. I like to see this bounce off and move up again. So the big volume that we saw today on PSID shows our accumulation coming down a little bit here, but not to worry. I think that we are going to see this bounce off as well. When we have that sort of action happening, there's always got to be that gap that needs to be filled, and we invest. The strong investors come in to pick it up and really start to carry it even higher. So accumulation distribution looking great here. PSID all the way around. Charts looking fantastic in my opinion. Very strong bottom play, ready to bounce and pop big here. So it's a very exciting thing to see. And then on top of that, fundamentally, PSID's got some great things going for it right now. If you go to www.positiveidcorp.com, you can check it all out there on their website. Very informative. And they have had some recent developments. As of July 17th, they received a new order to support their M-band system from the U.S. government. So this added an estimated $3.5 million increase on their whole funding here. So very exciting article to read here. Check it out yourself. It's on their website, www.positiveidcorp.com. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. Would love to take a look at them. Sorry for the quite lengthy video here, but I was quite excited, and I think that we're all going to be doing quite well later in the week. So once again, thank you guys for watching. Check out our website, www.GoldMedalPennyStocks.com. Punch in your email address and get some more information about PSID before it's too late. Thank you guys for watching, and best of luck in the markets tomorrow.